Hello students of class 10th. I am Prasant sir, a teacher of English, Sanjim Community School, Buxar. My dear tots, I welcome you in this remote learning class and hope you will safe at your home in this lockdown period with your parents and family. My dear students, in my previous episode, I had described page 1 of the story A Triumph of Surgery, and in this segment we are going to study the second and third page of this story. I hope you will enjoy this interesting story and pay attention in listening and watching the video. Dear students, if any problem comes in understanding this chapter, you may comment in my comment box so that I can solve it. So without taking time, let's start the chapter and its explanation. Page 2nd, and we are going to start from a tried to sound severe to the little dog wrapped in a blanket. Let's have a glimpse of hard words: severe, very great; resign, a system or ordered way of doing things; tottering, move in a feeble tweet, a rough surface, woolen cloths; wardrobe, a large tall cupboard; harness, a set of straps and fitting; distraught, very worried and upset; bouts, a sort of period of intense activity; rug, a floor covering; panting, breathing with salt; fortnight, a period of 2 weeks; swooned, a partial or total loss of consciousness; wailings, crying with pain, grief or anger; marched, walk quickly and with determination. Now see the explanation. The narrator tried to talk seriously to Mrs. Pumphrey that if she did not control Tricky's eating habits and increased his exercise, he would soon fall ill. He told her that she should stay strong and strict with him and put him on a diet. Mrs. Pumphrey accepted that, although she knew that Mr. Harriot was right, but it was too difficult for her to refuse him for anything. But then she felt the place as if she was now ready to follow the new routine properly. Mr. Harriot was watching them go and looking at Tricky walking unsteadily. The narrator was also looking at the tweed coat that Tricky was wearing. He had a wardrobe full of these coats and also raincoat for the rainy days. This line also suggests that Mrs. Pumphrey was a rich lady, as she had a lot of money to spend on her dog. But the narrator knew that soon he would be receiving a call about Tricky falling ill, and it came. The call came after a few days. Mrs. Pumphrey was very upset as Tricky was not eating anything, not even his favorite dishes, and was vomiting frequently. He did not even want to do anything. But a veterinary doctor, the narrator, that the only way to get Tricky well was to get him out of Being a veterinary doctor, the narrator knew that the only way to get Ricky well was to get him out of the house for a few days. He then suggested to Mrs. Pumphrey that it would be good to get Ricky hospitalized and keep him under observation for 15 days. Upon hearing this, Mrs. Pumphrey nearly fainted. She was sure that if Ricky did not see her every day, he would surely die. But the narrator kept his words. He told her that this was the only option as Ricky was very ill. The narrator thought it would be best to avoid any delays and get him to the hospitals as soon as possible. He went to their house, and even though Mrs. Pumphrey was crying because she did not want her dog to go away from her, he took the dog, wrapped it in a blanket and put him in the car. Page 3, from the entire staff to for the last part of the mill. Now see the hard words. Roused, caused to stop sleeping. Maids, a female domestic servant. Rushed, done or completely too hurriedly hasty. Super, an evening meal, typically a light or informal one. Despairing, showing loss of all hope. Glanced, take a brief or hurried look. Patted, touch quickly and gently with the flat of the hand. Wag, especially with reference to an animal's tail, move or cause to move rapidly to and fro. Surged, move suddenly and powerfully towards or upward. Surged, motionless, not moving, stationary. Sniffing, the action of drawing in air audibly through the nose. Whimper, make a series of low, feeble sounds expressive of fear, pain or unhappiness. Trotted, run at a moderate pace with short steps. Engulfed, sweep over something so as to surround it or cover it completely. Slopped, spill or flow over the edge of a container, typically as a result of careless handlings. Liable, likely to do or to be something.